Yeah, I want to kind of like nail this intro a little bit. Hey everyone, and welcome to our channel. We are so pumped to have a place to share our experiences and our adventures with you all. Finally, we have a place where we can, just share those photos and videos, and we have a YouTube channel now, so the bomb's away. Give us a subscribe while you're here.
I mean, as you can see all around us, we're in the middle of packing up our apartment. For those of you that have been wondering what's going on Instagram, we've been sharing some photos of us packing, but not really giving much more info. So we took a poll to ask kind of what questions you guys have. So we're going to do a little bit of a Q&A time in this video to answer all those questions.
But first we want to give a little bit of an introduction. My name is Eric and this is Sarah. Our last name is Baumhoff. So we started an account called The Bombs Away. So that's, you can probably come up with an idea of how we came to that. But we've always had different nicknames for ourselves. Air Dog, Stare Dog, the Bomb Dogs, the Bombs, Bomb.com. All these different
many
nicknames.
variations.
So,
yeah.
that's kind of where we started. Okay, what can we play on words with bombs away. So
currently right now we're just sitting in our apartment in Abbotsford, BC, Canada. For those of you that don't know where this is, it's about an hour away from Vancouver. Most people know Vancouver. We're just here at our apartment. We both quit our jobs. I was working as an educational assistant at a high school, and Eric was working as an HR and health and safety coordinator at a pepper greenhouse. So we both quit our jobs at the end of last month, so at the end of January, and we're gonna be moving out of our apartment this weekend.
We just kind of wanted to make a little bit of a Q&A of what's going on, because some of you have seen kind of our Instagram posts and seen different announcements here and there. And so we just wanted to make a question and answer kind of video for everybody. So this is that. But first, we want to open this bottle of wine.
Wedding wine.
Wedding wine. This is actually our last bottle of wedding wine. I put a poll on Instagram of whether we should drink it before we go or should we pack it away for when we come back. And everybody said drink it before you go. So this is kind of a fitting setting to do this in. So let's do it.
We got married in the spring of 2017, so almost 4 years now. So
almost 4 years.
Might as well drink it. We don't really want to pack it away, right?
Yep. 2016.
Can't pack out now.
It's a good year.
Oh, and we packed away all of the wine glasses, so Eric's gonna be drinking his wine out of a Scotch glass instead. Hopefully it's still good.
Cheers.
Let's do this. Okay, question number 1. When are you leaving and how long are you staying there? So we're leaving on March 2nd, which is next Tuesday, a week from today actually. Originally we had flights booked through Aeromexico, but with the new travel restrictions in Canada, our layover was in Mexico City, so the flight from Vancouver to Mexico got canceled. Therefore, we canceled the whole trip, obviously, and got a refund on that. So now we are flying. We're gonna be driving an hour to Vancouver, then we'll fly from Vancouver to Seattle, which is about only like a 45 to an hour flight. Then we sit there for 8 hours in Seattle, and then we're gonna fly to Atlanta, and then we sit there for 8 hours, and then we fly to Quito, Ecuador, so the capital of Ecuador. And as far as how long we're gonna be staying for, we wanna plan for at least a year. That's our goal, is to stay in Ecuador for a year, or in South America for a year. The next question is, why are you going there? So, and then it paired with another question, why Ecuador?
So we were originally planning on traveling all around South America. We were going to go from Bolivia to Chile to Peru to Ecuador to Colombia to Panama, and then up and around in Central America as well. And obviously that was completely out of the question once 2020 came around. So we were like, we still kind of want to go. Like, we've been kind of feeling like we need to go on a Latin America trip for a long time. And we decided, you know what, let's just choose one country. And Ecuador was kind of the one country we landed on because there was so much diversity. Like there's so much there, from landscapes to culture to just general activities. Like it's has the Andes Mountains, it has the Amazon, It has coast, has the Galapagos Islands, which, give me a break, let's go. And so we just chose Ecuador because we realized we could probably be there for a long period of time if we were kind of stuck somewhere, basically.
Yeah, so I think you kind of answered the next question, what other countries were on our short list. Honestly, just anywhere in Latin America. We'd love to do a full South America, Central American tour. We've both been to Honduras before and Guatemala. I've also been to Nicaragua and Belize, so we definitely have a passion for Latin American culture and countries, and we just really want to explore as many of them as we can. So hopefully, as things change and open up in the future, we can also continue to do more of that as well.
Yeah. The next question we have is, well, we're just burning through these, but next question we have is, why do you want to leave Canada when it's so beautiful there? That's an excellent question, and I feel like most people, when they live in their hometown for so long, I think most people want to at least kind of get out a little bit. We love Canada. Canada's a beautiful place, obviously. We live in British Columbia, so it's like there's tons of beauty here, and we would never take that away from this place. But we have a passion for Latin America and Latin American culture, and it's just a different type of thing. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would say we never have taken for granted being able to grow up here. I mean, honestly, it is just gorgeous, and there's endless things to do. We've taken full advantage of hikes and canoe trips and all sorts of things you can do in BC, but in Canada in general, we've traveled quite a bit. So we don't take that for granted, and we definitely are not leaving this place lightly. We take it pretty heavy that we're leaving Canada. We know full well that we've been super blessed to grow up in a country like this. So
definitely. And it's one of those things where we don't know when we're going to be able to come back because of all the borders changing and everything. It's pretty hard to actually get back into Canada. You have to pay $2,000 at this point and have multiple COVID tests. So we're expecting to be gone for at least a year, like we said, but kind of depends on the borders at that point. So we'll see.
So next is, what are you doing there, and will you have jobs lined up? So what are we doing there is kind of a hard question to answer, honestly, because we don't fully have an answer. Our goal is to go for the first couple months and just kind of get to know the culture. One of our main goals, especially at the beginning, is to solidify Spanish, I would say. We both know quite a bit of Spanish. Eric has had more practice in the last few years than I have, but we want to just kind of ease into that, get to know the culture, really talk to local people about what are the best places to go, the best towns to visit, the best hikes to do, and just kind of explore for the first few months while being safe and obviously following anything that Ecuador is doing in terms of policies. We'll be kind of just slow traveling around the country. And then we're going to just kind of go from there. We're hoping we can kind of get into some videography stuff, and really would love to be able to do more videos and adventure videos, but also maybe even some promotional videos at some time. But we don't have any jobs lined up. But that being said, if something came up, if we were pumped on some organization we found, or even a hotel or hostel and a place to work, we're really open to doing anything, which is kind of the exciting part. We would love to just kind of see how things go.
So I think you answered the next question of what our hopes and dreams are for our life there as well.
Yeah.
And so then our next question is, where will you live, and will you be coastal or inland? So you can probably tell we're just kind of shooting from the hip a little bit here, just trying to figure out kind of what's going on, like in general. Yeah, that's a saying.
That's a saying?
Yeah, shoot from the hip.
Eric has this thing where he loves to use phrases that nobody uses, and they don't make any sense.
They're very common phrases.
No, they're not.
Idioms for a reason.
No. There's so many that Eric uses on the daily that I think he's honestly making up until I Google them, so I'll make sure to share some more of those with you guys. There's a whole collection of things. Anyway, shooting from the hip. We'll take it.
Yes. Okay. So basically, we're going to be living all over the place. We're moving there kind of indefinitely, but it will be kind of a little bit more of a traveling from place to place. We'll be in certain areas for an extended period of time. Hopefully, like, we're going to be staying in Quito to start. It's just where we're flying in. Right now, at this point, we have 1 week booked, and after that, we might either stay there for a little while, or we might just go straight to the coast because it's looking a little bit warmer there than in Quito. We will be both coastal and inland, of course. We want to go to the Amazon. We want to see the rest of the Andes. We want to see the Galapagos. So we're going to be spending a lot of time in a lot of different places. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. One of our wonderful friends asked, will you be posting lots of bikini shots of Sarah? I don't really want to answer that. I don't even know how to answer that. You know who you are. Thank you.
You know who you are.
For making me embarrassed. But I don't know. I guess you'll have to follow on the bombs way to see what we post.
That's right. Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways, in a more serious question, what's your traveler MO? So are we planners? Are we spontaneous, relaxers, do-it-allers? Probably, as you can tell from
We shoot from the hip.
Yeah. As you can see from this conversation, we are definitely not planners. We literally have our first week in Quito plan booked, and we literally booked that a few nights ago. And that's quite literally all we have planned so far. We have a lot of ideas of what we want to see and kind of a list of maybe bucket list items. But as far as actually having it planned out, we don't really like to do like that. We like to meet locals and kind of ask people where the hidden gems are and actually get to know the place a little bit and kind of, I don't know, sometimes you make friends too and you kind of just like tour for a little bit with some people you meet. And yeah, we're definitely pretty relaxed. I would say we definitely like to do it all though, but not in the sense of packing in everything in a day's schedule, but we love to just experience any possible activity that we can. So we do often pack in a lot, but not in terms of just like wanting to check things off on a list, being like, okay, been there, done that. We like to do it all because we actually fully want to just actually do it all.
That's kind of the beauty of traveling, right? Like I feel like you get to experience the most things when it's not really that planned. I mean, even if you plan your trip to the T, you're going to end up with some sort of experience that you're like, yeah, like we couldn't have planned it better. And that's kind of like the way that we like to live when we're traveling. That kind of answers that one.
Yeah.
The next question we have is, do you know anyone in Ecuador? At this time, we don't know anyone personally in Ecuador. There are some people that I've met that say, oh yeah, like you should meet up with this person and that person, but we don't know. We would love to meet certain people and have that connection, but at this point, we don't really know anybody.
Yeah, we've definitely been given some contact numbers from people in Abbotsford that know people. Look into that or contact them. But again, it's so hard because things have been so up in the air with like, are we going to go? Are we not going to go? Our flights got canceled. We rebooked them. That it's been really hard to actually commit to anything on that side because we don't want to get people's hopes up or make solid plans with people and not be able to follow through with them, if that makes sense. So we kind of are in the mentality of like, let's focus on here, packing up, get there, and then do more of the planning or committing to things because we don't like being flaky either. We like to actually follow through with what our plans are. So it just kind of adds an extra level if you have people there expecting to meet you, blah, 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 you know?
Totally.
I know so.
Whose parents or family are taking the news harder that we're leaving? That, I don't know. I feel like it's been pretty even. I know Sarah's family has been to Honduras a number of times and they love to travel as well. So I feel like they're taking it pretty like more jealous, I guess.
Yeah.
My family.
Sorry, Mom.
Yeah, sorry. My family loves to travel as well, but it's just kind of a different experience, right? So I would say pretty even, but just in different ways. Yeah.
And I would say both families have been super supportive. Love you all.
Thank you.
Which is awesome. I feel like both sets of parents and our siblings have just been like, yeah, this is the time to do it. You gotta just do it while you're young and try to travel. And our parents both know we've loved Latin American countries for years and we love to travel and speak Spanish, and so they're very supportive in that because I think they've known for years that this is a passion of ours and that this is coming. We haven't made this decision rashly either. Not. We literally have been talking about this for years and years, and then actually planning it since October of 2019, so like over a year and a half by now. So it hasn't been a surprise to anyone, which has probably made it easier. That by the time we were like, okay, we're going to Ecuador, they're like, yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like that's kind of been the common response.
Yeah, most people, even work was like, oh, okay.
Makes sense.
That seems like something you'd want to do.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like, yeah, for sure. So it's been really nice that way, actually. Everyone's been so supportive, and it's such a strange time to be traveling. But just the number of people that are like, you know what, you're young and you should do it. So we've really been very blessed with the people in our lives that they can say that.
And obviously it's different scenario because we're actually moving there for a year. True. So our plan is not to go and try to come back to Canada soon, or even just to fast travel. Like we're moving to Ecuador and we're going to do whatever it takes to be safe there and to follow their precautions and not put anyone else at risk too, right? So it's different too because we're not just kind of going on a 2-week trip and coming back. So I feel like everyone's been very supportive of this move.
This next question, if you saw a ghost, who would you call in Ecuador? I think the number for Ghostbusters is kind of like 911. It's universal.
Is 911 universal?
Is it not?
I don't think that's universal either.
So actually, you might be right.
I think it's only like American.
912. No, there's a bunch of different numbers. Anyways, another glass of wine. I don't know who I would call. Ghostbusters?
If you know what to call when you see a ghost, let us know.
Yeah, thanks.
It's important information.
Weird one.
Okay. Moving on. We also had a number of questions about Ecuador's political scenario, culture, social climate, all those kind of things. And we were going to kind of maybe answer that, but we honestly feel like we can't really speak into that yet because we haven't been there. So we would encourage you to follow along with our video. That's kind of a priority in the future videos we make as well. We really want to share information that we're learning about Ecuador so they can be kind of educational as well. So sharing when we go places what the history is like, what the culture is like, what the politics is like. So we will give you lots of information as we go. As we learn it, we will share it with you. So just follow along.
Yeah, another shameless plug to subscribe to our videos.
Here we go.
Join our email list. We will be having one up soon, if not already by the time this video comes out. So please just, if you want to follow what we're doing, maybe put your name on there.
Next, what you eating over there, Billy?
What you eating over there, Billy?
What is that?
I believe that's how you're supposed to say it. Definitely not Hungry Jacks.
What are you talking about? What is this from?
Maybe that's too much of an inside joke for my friends. We are eating Ecuadorian food. I don't even really know what their main food is. Basic Latin American food, beans and rice and that type of stuff. So yeah, we're pretty pumped on that. I think a lot of fish as well. I've heard that it's quite a whatever.
It's fishy.
Fish eating country.
I'd say it's quite fishy.
So, too much wine.
Okay.
The next one is pre-trip bucket list items, ? I don't know whether that means what we're planning on doing before we leave Canada or what we're doing once we get there without seeing what's there. Do you want to?
Pre-trip bucket list items, things we wanted to do here before we leave. It's kind of hard to say because all we're doing this week is packing. So, I don't know. I would say it's kind of a weird question because I think we've known we wanted to leave for almost a year and a half now. We were supposed to originally leave in September of 2020. We also didn't mention that. We were supposed to leave in last September. So I feel like all of our bucket list items we've kind of been doing in the last year and a half already. Yeah. Like a couple canoe trips. Yeah, like I said, a bunch of hikes that we've done. A lot of family things in the summer. We did a bunch of camping things that we maybe wanted to do. We've done in the last year and a half. But it has been kind of sad because with COVID, we haven't been able to do certain things that we also wanted to do. So I don't know. That doesn't really answer it. I don't know what my bucket list items are this week. Just kind of saying bye to people, packing up our apartment, and having just the last few days here with no packing to do is kind of our main goal, to just be present here. We're moving in with my parents for the last few days because we're going to be out of our apartment. So yeah, just to spend time. But you can't even really spend time with people. So I don't know. It's kind of weird.
A lot of outside walks.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. So
exactly.
Yeah. So. It's a weird time, but almost a good time to leave because there's not much going on here, and there's not much going on really anywhere. But it almost makes it a little bit easier. A lot of people won't even really realize that we're gone until this video comes up on their feed, right? It's just so...
And everyone's used to Zoom anyway, so we'll just be zooming from Ecuador. We'll just have a different background than this. You can even do that on Zoom. You can do the, you know what I mean?
Yeah, should we take
the green screen backgrounds?
Maybe we'll just take a picture of this and then that'll just
We'll just green screen that.
People won't even know we're gone.
Exactly. They won't even know. Well, what are we most excited to see/do? Again, kind of hard to say. We have a list of things. I don't know. I feel like you have them better in your head.
I have a lot of pins on my Google Maps of like where I want to go, and a lot of it is in the Andes at this point. Quito, of course, is just like a beautiful place. It's a really cool city in the mountains, so look that up. Baños has like a cool like waterfall kind of walk there. And also like the kind of like the end of the world kind of swing that you would see most Ecuador pages. And obviously the Galapagos Islands.
Yeah, absolutely.
Obviously famous from Charles Darwin. We're going to totally check that out. There, you can do cruises there, like 8-day cruises, go around to different islands. You can snorkel with sea lions and this and that. So it's just going to be wild. So please follow us during that.
Yeah.
We'd love to share that kind of stuff with you guys. Yeah.
Go to the beach. I'd like to spend a significant amount of time just trying to master surfing.
Totally.
I feel like we've done surfing very randomly, like a day here in Mexico, a day here in Fino, etc. But not really enough time to solidify actually being good at surfing.
Yeah.
So I'd like to be on the coast for a few weeks and just surf and just focus on surfing.
Yeah.
Other things we're excited to do. Again, one of our main goals is to, I would say, be fluent in Spanish. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's a lot to ask. Ask me in a year how I'm feeling about that, but fluent in conversational Spanish maybe. I think there's always things you can learn. There's things I'm clearly learning in the English language. I don't even know half the sayings. Yeah. Just actually master Spanish and maybe just even have it be like a little more natural. I feel like it's still so tiring to speak in Spanish because your brain is like translating and it's like translating English to Spanish and then blah, blah, blah. So I would just like it to be like a little more natural in conversation. I've heard that the sign that you're fluent is that you dream in the other language.
There you go. Yeah.
Because then your like natural thoughts are in that language. So maybe I want to have one dream in the next year that's in Spanish. That'd be awesome. No other things excited to explore. Honestly, we love meeting new people. We love going to new places and just doing it live, as we've kind of said a bunch of times in this video already.
Yeah, doing it live.
Yeah. Last question is just, will you have an address to receive mail at? The answer is no. Considering we don't even have an address past our first week, / don't even know if we have an address in our first week because it's an Airbnb. So we will not be receiving snail mail at this point unless we settle somewhere, but you can follow us on the Bombs Away at our Instagram page. We would love to have you comment or DM us. It's not as cool as snail mail, but we would take it. So send us some photos of what you're doing, send us pictures, send us comments, send us recommendations of what you want to see in our photos and videos. I don't know. Comment below this video maybe.
Yeah, there you go.
Subscribe.
Like it.
Like it,
please. we need that.
Yeah. Anyways, just, follow us on the Bombs Away video or our YouTube channel and our Instagram channel. And it's kind of like snail mail.
Well, I think that kind of wraps up all of our questions. If any of you have more questions, please feel free to comment below. Feel free to message us, like Sarah said. Yeah. We'd love to share our excitement for our adventures with you guys. That's kind of why we're doing this. We don't have to make videos. We can live life on our own, but we want to show you guys what we're doing. We want you to come along with us, and we want to teach you about what traveling looks like or what Ecuador looks like, especially at this point. And so,
absolutely. And I think Ecuador is kind of this unknown country for a lot of people. Some people have been there and know a lot about it, or haven't been there and also know a lot about it. But even us sharing with a lot of people, people don't even know it's in South America. People don't know anything about Ecuador. Really? People have never seen pictures of Ecuador. So we're really excited because it kind of is, there's certain countries in the world where you feel like everyone kind of knows a little bit about it. But I feel like Ecuador is one of those places that's kind of, people kind of know in the back of their head-ish where it is, but don't really know anything about it. So we're really excited to share videos and pictures from a place that's kind of unseen to a lot of people, at least around here. So we're really excited about that. And thank you to all of you that just kind of expressed your excitement too. A lot of you didn't have questions, but just kind of gave us a fist pump, virtual fist pump. And we really appreciate that too, because it's a big move. So we're really excited that so many of you are kind of joining us on this journey. So,
And I think with that, we'll probably end it there. Sorry, it's a little bit of a longer video, but we're glad we were able to answer some of your questions. And we hope that we get more questions from you guys. And again, we'd love to chat. We'd love to hear from you guys. So please comment below. We will see you in Ecuador next time.
cheers.
So, cheers.
Just a little schlucky.
Just a little slicky.
That's good. Haven't had dinner yet.
Right. Yeah.
The sun hasn't even set.
Yeah.
Oh, not on the table.
Quick, get the tide to go.
No, the tide to go, quick! The laundry detergent we don't own.